your professional course. We are all human beings. Let us accept it, as I told you earlier. But one thing, constantly you may have to remind yourself of these obstacles you willingly took. See, when you were in your higher secondary, you had already decided that medicine is going to be your course. You have chosen it. Fine. You had a choice. You could have spoken to your parents, you could have spoken to your teacher saying that, no, I do not want to take up medicine. You said yes, you have taken it. It is a package. This course is a package, right? Like life is a package. You know, that's exactly why I said this is an opportunity. You will get distracted, but unless there is distraction, you will never understand what is concentration. Do you understand what I am trying to tell you? There has to be a bit of distraction so that you will understand what is concentration. Okay, so mind will wander. If it does not wander, it's not mind. It's like a dog. It's like a horse. It has to be controlled. It has to be trained. But before that, it has to be understood. You have to understand why you get distracted. If you are thoroughly passionate about something, distraction, I won't say distraction will not be there. Distraction will be minimal. Distraction will become minimal if you are very passionate about it. You need not be a doctor to get that. Just imagine how your amma used to fix food for you when you are preparing for your examinations. When she is cooking, if she is distracted, whatever she has prepared will show that she was distracted when she was cooking, right? How often has your amma made mistakes in her cooking? Not many times. Fine. Was she cooking for herself? No. She was cooking for the whole family. She would have had her pains, she would have had her aches, she would have had her depressions, but in spite, when she was performing it for the whole family, she could see to that she did not get distracted, because her distraction will affect not her but the whole family. Look at the picture that way, Harshini. If you get distracted, it's not going to just affect you, it's going to affect the complete society. And that's why I said, when you write DOCTOR, R is just not for readiness, it's for the responsibility also. As a doctor, whenever you get distracted, just stop there, spend 1 solid minute to think over the reason behind the distraction. Then you will be able to understand. That's why it's not controlling your mind, it's not guiding your mind, it is not conditioning your mind. All these come later. Understand your mind. Why does it get distracted? When you are very interested in listening to a song, you don't get distracted. When you are very keen on listening to a story, you don't get distracted. When you sit and see a movie, you don't get distracted. But distractions are always there. They are always around you. But in spite of that, you fine tune all the 5 elements so that you focus it at one particular point, right? There is so much of sunlight, but if you have a magnifying glass and put a piece of paper under it, all the sun rays get focused, converge to a particular point so that it starts catching fire. Your mind is also the same. It is attentive, it is alert, but to bring it to focus, a bit of understanding of your mind is important. Once you understand your mind, you will know the reason for your distraction. Work on the reasons. That's point number 1. Point number 2, stay away from distractors. Distraction just like that does not come. You have plenty of distractors outside. It can be a friend, it can be a comment. That's why I said when you dread failure, it can be a comment which can be depressing, but can be distracting. Work on it. You're old enough, right? With all positive, with all optimism, be diligent, be very alert. Identify the distractors, identify the cause for distraction, treat the cause. We treat distraction is only the symptom. Reason behind it, the root behind it is different. Work on it. You are just in first year. And you are able to identify the problem also. Very good. Once you identify the problem, the diagnosis is over. Now you have to start with the treatment. Okay? So distractions will be there. But yet the remote is in your hand. The remote of your mind is in your hand. We all have been distracted. But once you realize that your distraction is going to be very costly for the society, you become very responsible. A responsible individual minimizes the scope for distraction, right? That's why he said, கையில் ஓடுற ரேகை எப்படின்னு பார்க்குறது, it's not your future, it is the life of millions of people who are waiting for you to step out as Dr. Harshini. Okay, right? Thank you. Thanks a lot.